What's going on, everybody? Justin here. The Winds of Change is the channel name. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the support on the channel, the questions. It's really amazing to be able to have a community starting to be built and people to find help, right? And just share some ideas back and forth and stuff like that. So I really like that. That's really why I'm doing this. Is to just get some of that information out there to help people. I do want to talk about this though today. So this is a video where I want to offer some caution. There were some questions recently on one of my posts that I had found an item and I had scanned it in store, and I had said, hey, this is how much I'm looking to make off of it. This is how much the seller ranking is and stuff like that. And there were some people who said, hey, I looked up the same item. It's different. It's like $2 less. It says I'm going to be making less. The sales rank is different and all that. What's going on? And they weren't accusing me of anything, right? They were genuinely asking. I think they said, hey, I'm new. Am I doing this right? So let me offer today to anybody watching just a word of advice when you're learning how to do retail arbitrage or anything really, but specifically retail arbitrage, reselling items online, FBA from the internet. The internet can be a scary place. There's a lot of misinformation on there. So you have to, one, be cautious, and two, be wise. And they play hand in hand. So I'm not going to go out there and say that every YouTuber out there talking about reselling is trying to get one over on somebody, or send misinformation or make themselves look better than they actually are. I'm not going to say that because there's some really good people out there who are sharing solid information. As a matter of fact, when I first started reselling, I learned a lot, almost 90% of it from watching other people and learning how to get started and using my brain, right, in my own sense and my own wisdom, and applying that to what I was watching. Now, there are some people out there that you have to watch out for, right? Like, there are some people who will say, hey, I'm making all this money, buy this product, right? And anytime somebody tries to get me to buy something for reselling, I'm always cautious, right? Now, I'm all for putting in money to get returned back for education. I'm all for that, but I'm just careful. I have never paid for a course. I haven't needed to. I'm not saying that I'm against it. I have not done it. But as a content creator, I do realize that if you put a lot of time into something, or you keep getting some questions over and over, whatever it is, you can monetize that in a responsible, like, ethical way. So I realize that. But this is what I want to remind people of. Myself, I consider myself an honest person. I, do the best that I can to give you honest information when I'm out sourcing on my sourcing videos and show you what it is at the moment that I'm looking to do. Now, that can change, and that's where you have to bring sort of your own brain to the game, right? So nowhere out there, for the most part, is a 100% foolproof way of saying, hey, go buy this and you can sell it for this and then you make this money. It's a snapshot, right? Because things always change. You can look at trends like through Keepa and stuff like that to increase your odds of actually getting the price you want out of it. But stuff changes all the time, right? So keep that in mind. So here's an example. I made a video about some underwear that I found in TJ Maxx, and I'll put it up here at the top in the little tag if you want to watch that. And the title was, $300 in underwear. And at the time, that's like how much I was going to make off of it. And I was excited about that, right? So I looked at the Keepa graph. Best of my knowledge, that's about what I was going to get off of it. And I was excited. I wanted to share that with everybody. So it wasn't it was a title designed to get people's attention, but it wasn't a clickbait title, right? There was no misinformation there. So let me explain that. Let's hop over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here's the item, okay? Now, when I looked at these originally in that video, if you check it out, you can verify that these were selling for $80, and I was paying $25 for them. And so let's look here and see how much it would have actually been if these things were going for 80. $36 each, right? So I was like, whoa, are you kidding me? $36 each? That's insane. And so I was excited about that. So I shared it with everybody. And before I did though, before I said that, I wanted to check and make sure because that sounded a little strange to me. Now I've sold Calvin Klein underwear for that much in the past. So already I was like, all right, yeah, this is something that can definitely be done. And so I checked the Keeper graph and look at this. So when I posted that, they had been selling for 80 for a solid month. And before that, they were 60 for a few days, couple weeks. Before that, they were selling for 80. I don't remember if I checked the year or not, but we can check the year now if I remember how. How do we go to the year? Sales rank, buy box, last 30 days. Oh, here we go. Month. Oh, well, these even haven't been up for a year, so let's just check all. So the last 193 days, they've been selling for 80, 80, 80, 80. Drops down, 80, 80, 80, 80. This is around where I showed you all the video. And then all of a sudden, it drops down to 59, okay, which I was expecting because of this dip here. Then it comes back up to 78. Then it dips down to 60 again. And then it dips down to where we're at today to 44.94. Okay, so if you would have saw this video and you would have went out, I think I posted it like on the 11th or something like that. So if you would have went out here, you would have already been like, oh, $80, he's full of crap. And then if you would have went down here like it is now for the past couple days, you would have really been like, man, it's selling for less than half of that. Okay. So the sales rank also changed for the better, honestly. I think in the video, the sales rank was 40,000 and then now it's down to 21,000. So it's selling faster. And obviously it's selling faster because the price has absolutely tanked on it. So then you have to ask yourself the question, like, what do you do with that, right? So like for me, well, for one, for you, you have to make the decision. Was this guy being honest? And not just me, anybody you're watching. Did they do the best that they could with what they had? And if those answers are yes over time, like for me, I'm going to commit to that channel and I'm going to follow that guy and engage in interaction or girl. There's a lot of females out there as well who are really killing it in the resale business. So if I say guy, it's just a general term. I'm sorry. But there are a lot of people out there who are really killing it. And I pay attention to them, right? And I test it up against my own knowledge and before I dedicate into like interacting with them. But you have to engage your own brain too. So you look at these, you go out and you find them, and you have to make a decision. Do I get these or not? I have to make a decision. Now that I have, several pairs of these, what do I do with them? I personally have a repricer that I have a threshold, right? I have a threshold that I don't want to go below. And that way I make sure I don't chase and go race to the bottom. So right now they're selling for $44.94. So even at that, if I sold them for that, I'd still be making $7.63. So they're still a profitable item. We're still getting back 30% ROI. I think I do about 40% ROI is what I set my repricer to. So we're more around this area here. So I'm spending 25 and making 10 roughly. So I won't go below this price just because of the automation that I have set on my repricer. So I'm going to hold out for a little bit. I'm going to wait till these other ones sell. And then I'm going to hopefully get this or even more. The repricer will also jump up as well. If it goes, if all these low ones sell out, then I'm going to jump right up. Or if I get the buy box, it also raises it up. So that's going to be helpful. So be aware of that, right? That everything you see somebody pick up, especially specifically on my channel, when I show you something, it's what it is at the moment. Okay, so you have to watch out for that, right? So if you watch some of the videos that you're sourcing, and then like 3 months later you watch the video and you go out and try to find the same thing, its odds are it's going to be different. It's going to have a different sales rank. It's going to have a different price. Not always the case, but that's a very big possibility. Heck, you could watch a video and then the same day go out and it have changed, right? The sales rank changes, fluctuates every day, several times a day, and the price can be very volatile on certain things. as well. So you just got to be smart, you got to be wise, you got to use caution, and you have to manage your risk, right? Everybody has to make their own decisions. Some of the things that I pick up or other YouTubers pick up that you see may not match your parameters. I picked up a bunch of body sprays, and I'm sending them out from my home actually because they're hazmat, they're like flammable, so Amazon won't take them to store there, and I'm making like $3 each on them. Okay, when I originally got them, I was gonna make like 5. So, but I'm okay with making 3. I spent 89 cents, and I'll ship them out. So that's okay for me. But you can learn a lot, right? So anybody saying this, you can learn a lot from the internet, from YouTube. There's good resellers out there that want to help people, but you just have to be careful and understand that what's going on when people are showing you these items, it's what's happening right at that moment. Okay, so it's what's happening on Amazon right then, and then that information changes based on time and a lot of other factors as well. So can you learn a lot from people? Yes. Are there good people out there to help you? Yes. Are there people that want to deceive you? Yes, but a lot of times they're going to stick out like a sore thumb, right? Can you make money online reselling items? Yes. So there's a lot of positives out there. I just wanted to make this video to remind you all to engage your brain, right, and not just follow suit with what somebody's saying on YouTube. Use it as a framework for the types of things to look for, the types of things to do, and then apply your own sort of spin on it. So that's it for today, everybody. Again, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate the support. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Take it easy. Remember, don't be a jerk. Be nice. And until next time, I'll catch you all later.